All right. So does anybody know, or quick refresher, what is a Python module or a Python package or a Python library?
Somebody else's code that you bring into your code to extend its functionality or to make it better or make it easier to develop with.
Yep. That is definitely one. That's generally speaking, when we talk about Python modules or Python packages or libraries, it's generally other people's pieces of code that you bring in to leverage your code to do something. So it's not like you don't have to reinvent the wheel. But you can also, when you are importing and exporting files, objects, classes from your directory into other directories, that's also known as a module as well. So you can import your code. So I'm importing a code like a class from one file to another. That can be also like considered. I am importing a module. Where's that module where's that coming from? So touch file1.py. And this is going to be kind of review. So it's going to be pretty short because the challenge for tonight is pretty long, honestly. So I've got this file1 def say hello. Uh-oh. Say hello. And it just returns, hey, what's up? Make that double quotes. And if I wanted to use say hello in file2, how would I go about importing it?
From file1, import say hello.
So I can do, is it from file1, import say hello? So let's, and if I print say hello, clear, and Python run file2, I get hey, what's up? I'm going to do another method, say goodbye. Just return see you later. So if I wanted to import say goodbye, how can I go about doing that?
Is this a good opportunity to use the star operator?
So you can do that, or you can also import say goodbye. So, and we'll go to that star operator as well. So if I run that, now I get, hey, what's up? See you later. If I wanted to import everything from this directory, so typically you only want to import what you're specifically going to be using, unless it's like a bunch of stuff from this module. But you can say file1 import everything. And now you can just grab, say, print, say hello. If I do that, I can still, so from file1, import everything. And then also say goodbye. All right. What else can we do? If I didn't have, well, maybe what if this file, so you can import these files as something as well. So I can say like import file as greeting. And now I can say greeting. Why is that?
You still have to do from.
Or import.
Yeah,
Import. Yeah, import file one as greeting. So I can say greeting. So now if I want to access any of the methods inside of file one, I have to do greeting dot say hello, greeting dot say goodbye. This isn't that common a way of importing. But yeah. And also you can just import file one. See if that works. Yep. So you can either just import file one, and then in order to access all the methods or classes or objects, you would call file one, then dot whatever you want. But that's why a lot of people, that's why like you want to do from file one, import the specific methods you want. Say hello, say goodbye. And so you can access those methods directly instead of having to prepend like the file name or whatever you import it as.
So do you do that because it's easier to read, or does it just start hogging up resources if you import too many?
So
functions in?
like this part?
Yeah, so you're being specific, saying I want all this, and if there is, I don't know, 100 functions in there, would that be taking up resources that you didn't necessarily need?
Yeah, you don't, it's generally best practice to import only the specific items you need, unless it's like probably more than 3 from that module, and then you might as well just import everything. But yeah, typically you don't need access to everything, because it is literally importing everything from that file then, or from that module. So yeah. And you already know by specifically declaring or specifically importing those specific methods, you know, down in the other lines of code where those methods are coming from. Because if I just did import everything, and I've got a pretty large file and I'm trying to read it, I'm like, where's this say hello coming from? Like, I don't know where that's actually coming from. So I'd be like, oh, it must be imported somewhere because I'm not defining it anywhere. So it must be imported from one of, 7 different modules that I'm importing for the specific application. So yeah, it's better to just import specifically what methods you want to leverage in that specific file. All right. So what questions do you have about importing and the different ways you can kind of import? Okay.